Hello everyone. Welcome back to my very favorite type of video to make. This is the type of video that started my whole booktube or bookish content on my channel, I should say, because I did start out as a tarot channel. Some of you guys have been here since like the very beginning, but I really started becoming passionate about this channel when I started putting bookish content and unboxing e-readers. So if you want to watch my original Paperwhite signature edition from a couple of years ago that started this whole channel, then I will link it below. And if you are just someone who loves e-readers, welcome. I am a fellow e-reader enthusiast. So if you like unboxings, if you like reviews of e-readers, you like to see comparisons, even if you already have one, but you just like to live vicariously, please make sure you're subscribed because I love e-readers so much. And if you are trying to figure out which Kindle is right for you, I have so many different videos on them. So feel free to look at the playlists in the description and I'll link some below. So that way you can kind of see what e-reader may be right for you. And today we're going to unbox the brand new 2024 basic Kindle in the little matcha color. I just couldn't help myself. I already have the basic in black, but I'm going to trade it in. I still have it with me, so I haven't gotten like the trade-in credit yet, but I am going to unbox my matcha with a little matcha here just to go with it. I thought that would be cute. So if you haven't already, please hit that like button because it really helps my channel and to meet fellow e-reader enthusiasts. So please give it a little thumbs up and subscribe if you like videos that have to do with e-readers and reading all things bookish and tech for e-readers. So as of right now, I have the black basic. This is one of my very favorite Kindles that I have. This is the 2022 version that was the most recent before this one came out. It is in black. And as you can see, the front and the back are in black. My stickers that I decorated this with have really slid. I need to do that thing. I'm gonna make this one the cutest Kindle that I have. I just know it. So I am gonna figure out how to redecorate all of this. I'll also link the video where I decorated it and my other e-readers in the description in case you wanna watch that. So let's go ahead. I know it looks pretty much the exact same, but I just love the basics so much where you can just hold it easily. It does not have the warm light, but honestly, that hasn't bothered me. I take this with me pretty much wherever I go. It fits in my purse really nicely. There's just like a little front pouch. And if you want to see what it looks like compared to a cell phone, this is a 15 Pro Max with a case on it. So it's pretty much the same height. This is the big version of the phone. And it fits kind of like right there on that, but it is so much lighter. Like this is so light compared to a phone, and it has the e-ink technology. So if you've been reading on your phone and you kind of want another little device, then I would definitely recommend this basic Kindle. And let's go ahead and open it in Matcha, and then we'll compare it to this. We'll compare it to my other e-readers in case you want to see it compared to the Kobo, compared to the signature, the Paperwhite signature, the Oasis, all of those things. And then we are in an upcoming vlog going to trade this little guy in and say goodbye. I just really wanted the matcha color because I have the agave green Paperwhite Kindle. So I just wanted to be able to have a little kind of a almost matching set because this color green is one of my favorite colors. So without further ado, let's jump into the unboxing of this Matcha Generation 11 Kindle. I know people kind of call it the Kindle Basic just because it is the entry part of the Kindle line. This is the least expensive version. So that's the reason why I take it everywhere with me, because yes, I would be upset if I lost it. Obviously, $100 is $100, but the great thing about Kindle is everything is kept in the cloud. So if I lost it and when I set this up, all of my stuff will just come right back from the cloud and I will be able to set this up with my account. So let's go ahead and do that. This is the box it comes in. It's got this cute little matcha sticker. It is fairly similar. Let's give that a little stir so it doesn't look so separated, but the matcha color is pretty spot on. I tried to match this as close as I could, and the lighting in here actually looks more similar than on camera. So this is what you get. It has 16 gigabytes of storage, and some people actually upgrade to the Paperwhite just for the storage because you get double the storage on the Paperwhites, but I'm not super concerned because you can fit, I think, 1,000 books per gigabyte is the general estimate. And I have never filled up the storage on my Kindles before because I can just put them back in the cloud, like offload them off the device, and then not have to worry about having them take up space if I don't want them. So I just kind of download the books that I want, and then if I ever needed to free up space, it's easy to do so. A pretty minimalistic box. It just says take the story with you. It says 6-inch glare-free display, weeks of battery life. I think this one has 8 weeks of battery life with certain settings. Built-in light. It doesn't have the warm light. Again, like I said, it doesn't really bother me that much. And it is USB-C compatible, so that way it can be compatible with all the new chargers that we now have to have or get to have. It's kind of nice to have a universal charger, honestly. So let's go ahead and do the most satisfying part. It's like, I just don't even want to open it because it's just so cute. The box is really kind of a nice texture as well. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very nice. So I'll be quiet so you can hear the satisfying little pull tab. You guys, what? This is so funny. I think this thing was supposed to separate and it didn't. There we go. That was going to bother me if we left it on there. So put the box up there. So when you get it out, oh my gosh, I can already see the green color. It looks so cute. And you can see it is already, even though it's covered, it's still matching this little matcha over here. So it gives you a little quote from Robert Jordan. Very cool. I kind of like to see the things that they choose on the packaging. I know that's kind of a niche thing to say. Does anyone else feel that way? That it's just kind of fascinating to see what they choose packaging wise. So here's our little cable. And it looks like it is USB to USB-C, so that's nice to have another little cable, although I kind of wish they would start giving us USB-C to USB-C because I feel like that's kind of what the charging blocks are turning into lately, but always good to have an extra cord. This could also be a good car charger because I think a lot of cars have this one still, at least in the United States. I don't know about other places. You guys will have to let me know. So cute. I know I already have one of these, so it's so funny that I'm so excited about it, but I really am. Okay, it's telling us where the buttons are. The power button's still on the bottom. Some people really hate that. I don't find it to be an issue. The USB power port. Yep, pretty simple. Our little Kindle logo. Okay. And here for the most satisfying part. The other part was second most satisfying. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. I hope the camera is picking it up well. That is gorgeous. That's really, really, really pretty. You guys can see there's a little Kindle logo. It is a bit metallic, but in a really tasteful way. And you can see the little Kindle thing. You can only see it in certain lights, so it's kind of hidden, and I really like that because it's a bit less branded, you know? And I like that the arrow is just a bit less branded than some of them. We had the Oasis for a while where literally had like the Amazon logo on it, which was kind of funny. So I like that this is a bit more toned down. This is the only Kindle that has the wraparound color, that has color on the front, which was one of the reasons I really wanted to get it, because I really like having the light color on the front. The rest of the Kindles just have black on the front, even if they have a color back, like the new Paperwhites. If you get like the jade or the raspberry, then it just has it on the back. And then I think it kind of wraps around to this part right here, but then this front bezel is black on the rest of them. So I just think this is so pretty that it's green. If we take a look at the agave green Paperwhite signature edition and kind of compare the greens there, I think the basic matcha is a little bit lighter and a bit more metallic. I think this one's a little bit darker and a little bit more matte. So kind of interesting. But again, as you can see, this one just has black on the front. I don't know if that's meant to kind of help your reading experience kind of disappear into the device. But I myself, actually, I had a white Kindle back in the day that I traded in long ago, but I kind of like the lighter color. So here it is next to the Kobo Libra color, which I just did a review on. So if you want to see that, I'll link it below. Oh, it's kind of cute. It fits right in like the little screen area of the Kobo. But I just like being able to have the lighter colors. So I think this is going to be perfect. So let's go ahead and get it set up. And then I also have some accessories, and then I'll lay all the devices out so you can see them. So let's go ahead and press the little power button on the bottom. Starting up. Okay, so it asks me for a language. Okay, first of all, this screen, they said it was gonna be 25% brighter. I do actually feel like I notice a bit of a difference in the brightness right away. And it's not annoying brightness. Like, it's not like I've turned the brightness up on my iPad. It just looks crisp and clear and so easy for my eyes to look at. So we'll select English. I am in the United States. Oh my gosh, I just love this screen. I'll never get over this. I feel like I want to manifest that I'm going to become the Justine of Kindles. So thank you so much for watching my videos, by the way, because it just helps me to be able to buy more devices. And I have the colorsoft on the way, so stay tuned for that because I'm going to unbox that in a little bit under a week when it gets here. So I'll be able to compare this and all my other devices to the colorsoft, which is the first color Kindle. Okay, so now it's asking me to, okay, the time is very wrong and it comes with a little bit under 60% battery. That's not bad. So set up on this Kindle or start with your phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up with my phone. So I'm just gonna say set up with your phone, and you can do it on the Kindle as well. But if you already have the Kindle app on your phone, it's so incredibly easy to set this up. So I'm just gonna open the Kindle app on my phone. You can see all the books that I'm currently reading or that I have samples of. The app is really cool. At some point I might do a Kindle app or features tour. Okay, then it's asking me, it says right here, it says Kindle found, start setup now. So I'm gonna say get started. This just changed. Okay, so I'm gonna continue my setup. It's connecting. It's having me connect to my Wi-Fi, which I'm not gonna show you guys. So we're connecting to Wi-Fi, or we're like sharing the Wi-Fi password with this Kindle, which is pretty cool. Okay, now it's having me finish this setup on my Kindle. So if you do have a child, then you can actually put some parental controls on the Kindle and you can make your Kindle kid friendly. And I do have some friends who were thinking about getting this for their kids or their nieces and nephews because you can actually track their reading on here, and that way they're not able to like buy books on their own and stuff. But I'm not a child, so I'm gonna say no thanks. But good to know. Okay, now the time is correct since it's connected to Wi-Fi now. And there are all of my books. Okay, it does a little tour for us. Okay. And I already know how to use my Kindle, so I wasn't going to go through all of that, but it's nice that it teaches you in case you're new. So then you can see all of my books are here. I've got some recommendations. This is just like your library preview. And then if I click over here, it'll show me my entire library. People in my Kobo video, they were saying the Kobo was slow, but I'm going to be honest with you. I was looking through the camera, and so when I was clicking on things, I wasn't hitting the screen in the right place. So that was my bad. So for this video, I'm looking at the Kindle underneath the camera instead of looking through it. So that way it doesn't look like I have no idea what I'm doing. But you know, we all learn. So if you hit them like this, it just downloads it to the device. Otherwise, it's just in the cloud. And then you can see the cover comes through. So it's pretty quick to download, as you can see. And all of my stuff comes back, even my ARCs, because they're kept in the Kindle cloud. Some of these aren't books that I've purchased. Some of them are like files that have been sent to my Kindle from NetGalley or just ARCs from publishers. So it's kind of nice that all of those come over too. With the side loading on the Kobo, you don't have to worry about them randomly disappearing. And you cannot side load onto these new 2024 Kindles. I got so many comments on that Kobo video, which I'll link below, where people were saying that you cannot do it anymore. It doesn't show up as a drive when you plug it into your computer, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, maybe that's just a step for going toward the Kobo if you're looking for that. But I do like the cloud aspect because look at this, like every book I've ever purchased from Amazon just is immediately showing up. It is draining battery quite a bit just for this setup portion. So usually like the first time you turn on the Kindle, it does drain the battery pretty significantly. But once everything is loaded that you want to load, the battery lasts for quite a long time. I think this one's advertised to last 6 weeks. I think I said that at the beginning. If I remember, I'll put a little screenshot on the screen of the specs for this Kindle from Amazon so you can see them and just see what all the tech specs are. Again, it's really light. I love the Kindle Basic just for the fact that I can take it anywhere and I can hold it in one hand without a pop socket. I feel like other devices that I have, I really need a pop socket, like on the Paperwhite. I've noticed lately it's way heavier than I assumed, just because I hadn't had a basic in a while. I got my black basic that I was just showing you in March. And so once I got that one, I was like, wait, actually this is so light and so nice. So now we're downloading a bunch of things, and you don't even have to download all of your books. I just clicked a bunch of them to download. Like right now I'm in the middle of reading Nightbane and A Tribute of Fire and Quicksilver. So those were kind of the ones that I clicked on just to download so that I had them. I also did a Stuff Your Kindle Day, so you can see I have so many different things on here. I'm not even seeing Quicksilver, which is kind of funny. So maybe I'm gonna go home. There it is. Okay. So I did choose to have the ads taken off of this one. So if I open a book, oh good, it's giving me another little tutorial on how to swipe and change some settings. So there it is, just so you can see the text. And if you tap down here on the left, you can see that right now it's set to page number, and that's the percentage. So you can actually tap to change. Once it learns how fast you read, it will give you kind of an estimate of how much time you have either left in the chapter or the book, depending on how many times you tap it. And then another thing you can do is if you tap kind of up here, you can click this little AA thing, and that's your little settings toolbar where you can change the font, you can change the layout, you can change different themes, just to make sure that you can read it really well. And then if you click over to more, again, you can change the time left in chapter. And I actually like to have, I know this is crazy, some people like to be fully immersed, but I lose track of reading so easily. So I like to show the clock at the top, just so that way I don't read for 2 hours and then forget to go to sleep. So there's that. And all of your stuff automatically syncs to Goodreads if you're connected. So if I tap up here and I tap the little 3 dots and I click share, then it is going to say Goodreads. If I click on Goodreads, then it is going to share to my profile. I can even type a little thing. Let's see how responsive it is. Let's see. Loving this. Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna do a little, this is a little Easter egg. If you're watching this, go follow me on Goodreads and you can like this and you're kind of like in on it. But I'm just gonna say unboxing Matcha. So I'll link my Goodreads below so you can see this, but it'll be funny because people that do follow me on Goodreads or are friends with me will see this and they're gonna be like, what? Normally you can post something that you like about the book, but I think this is a cute little Easter egg. So I can remember this moment for ever and ever and ever. And that was really fast. Like this is so much more responsive, I feel like, than it was before. So then I click share and now it's shared to my Goodreads. I don't even have to manually update, and there we go. So this is quite crisp. I don't think that it's that much different from the other basic, the 2022 one. It's the exact same size. All the specs are pretty much the same, the storage, things like that, except it's supposed to be 20 to 25% faster, which I would say this is pretty zippy. Typing was pretty fast, and I do feel like I notice a difference in the screen. The screen just looks so good. I can't even tell you guys how page-like this screen looks compared to, let's get out the other Kindle And I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick it up well, but let's see if we can get a good comparison. Now I am going to take the case off of this just for a true comparison. And then I need to tape these stickers down anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to grab Quicksilver on this black one just so we can see. Let's move the Matcha up here. Okay. So I don't know what brightness we're on, so let's change the brightness so it's an exact comparison between the two. But already you can see this font looks like it's a bit smaller, but let me update them so they have the exact same settings. And the way that you do that, by the way, is you click this little pull down bar and then you can change. So let's do brightness of, let's just do brightness of 14. And then I'm gonna do Bookerly. Let's do size 5. That feels like that's the same size. Okay, so let's go over here. Brightness 14. And size 5. Okay. So I do actually feel like you can tell a difference that this one is a little bit brighter. Not by a ton, but I do feel like you can see that it is a bit brighter. The Matcha looks just a hair bigger, but I think it's an optical illusion because of the green rimming it. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you like the black or do you like the green? Can you tell a difference on camera of this one being a little bit brighter than this one? It just looks, I don't know, it's not even brighter. It almost just like looks like this one is crisper. This one's a bit more gray, and this one is toned a bit just more, it just looks more like an actual book page, if you ask me, is what it looks like. It's not bright like when you're turning up the brightness on your phone or an iPad or something like that. So that's really cool. Let's turn the brightness up even more just as an experiment. Let's go up to like, let's just see how bright they can go. Let's just do it. Ooh, okay. This was a good idea. So with them both turned up, I can definitely see a difference. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can for sure see a difference in the brightness. This one comes off a little more blue, and this one's a little bit naturally warmer. So it doesn't have that warm light setting that the Paperwhites have, but it definitely just comes off as warmer and more page-like. It looks crisper. I don't know why, but it just does. This one looks a bit hazier, even though the quality is not bad, but this is definitely an improvement on that. So let's do a little speed test. I'm gonna click on the side and see how quickly the pages turn. Ooh, did you see the ghosting with that one? Okay, this one didn't even turn. Interesting. Okay, pretty similar. This one, what is going on? It keeps turning like multiple pages. Let's try a swipe. You can really see it when the butterfly logos come back, so watch the butterflies. Yeah, this one's a tad faster. Okay, all right, so that was a pretty good comparison. I'm gonna turn these brightness levels back down because we don't need it to be that bright. I think I had it around 12 or something like that. Okay, so there we go. There's a little speed comparison and everything like that. Now let's open up some accessories. Let's make this one look cute. And this one I am going to be trading in, and you get 20% off of this one. So this one basically paid for, it gave me a $20 gift card for the basic and then 20% off. So it's really, once you have a Kindle and once you're in the ecosystem, it's really like, yes, it's a little bit to trade it in, but it's not bad at all, especially for the little basic. They also do feel like the material's a bit different. And I want to say, oh, why did this one not go to the book? Please tell me that that's going to fix itself. Oh, okay. We're going to go into the settings and we're going to check on that. Okay, so this is what needed to be turned on, where it says show covers on lock screen. Make sure my camera's focused on that. That needed to be toggled on. That was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wait a second, I didn't want the ads. There we go. Okay, so now we've got Quicksilver on there. Perfect. And I will say this does feel a little bit lighter. The material feels a little bit different. I don't think it's meant to be lighter, but it just kind of is. And then the button definitely has a more satisfying click on the little power button. This one is kind of like a soft push, and this one's like a click. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's definitely a big click on that one. Okay. All right. So now that we've got that all figured out, that was a little scary for a second there. Okay, so before I unbox all of the accessories, I'm going to show you a comparison of what this looks like against different devices, just so you can quickly see. So here is an iPad. Oh, as I almost knocked the matcha over. Here's an iPad. There we go. This is like an older one. This is like an iPad Air from like 2017 or something like that. So as you can see, it's considerably smaller than an iPad. A lot of people like to read on an iPad, so I like to show that size difference. Here's the comparison to the Paperwhite. The Paperwhite is much heftier, and I do have a little pop socket thing that goes on here with a little stand. I'll put the link to this in my description as well, because this is a little MagSafe stand or MagSafe ring that you can get that you can just stick on your case, and then you can stick a MagSafe pop socket on, make a little stand. People always ask me about this, so I'll link that below too, because it's super handy, and you can see I have it off to the side so I can hold it a little easier. But the Paperwhite is definitely a lot heftier. You can see that the basic fits inside of it. It is a lot thinner. I know this has a case on it right now, but it is considerably thinner. Like, this is just so much easier to hold, but if you want a bigger screen, the Paperwhite will definitely be more what you want. But here's that little comparison in case you want to see size-wise. And then also the Paperwhite is waterproof and flush. The screen is flush, so you can see it's all one, whereas this does have a little kind of lip here where some people say things get stuck, but honestly this one seems like there's less of kind of a dip than the black basic, honestly, so I've never had an issue with it. Here it is compared to the Oasis, if you have the Oasis, that is now sadly discontinued. And then here it is compared to the Kobo Libra Color, which a lot of people were asking me questions about the comparison in the last video that I did. So I'll link the little Kobo Libra Color review, because a lot of people were thinking they might want to go with this one since the Oasis is discontinued. This has buttons and it's also white. It's just a different operating system. So I'll link that review below in case you're thinking about getting this one. And I'll also link all of the Amazon links below, so that way you can just get to things directly and you don't have to like hunt around for them. So look in the description below for all the links for all of these. But this one's definitely considerably smaller. It actually fits inside the screen of the Kobo Libra Color. Obviously this one is in black and white. Oh, I accidentally just hit the power button. This one is in black and white. This one is a color e-ink screen, but this cover is just kind of gray to begin with. But there's some color for you. So maybe this is a preview of what the colorsoft might look like, although the brightness is turned way down. There you go. Now you can see the color. Okay, time to accessorize. So I just wanted to see what this one was going to look like. I may return this one if it doesn't fit the right color, like if it doesn't match, just because it'll bug me if it doesn't match. But let's just see, because I kind of wanted to have one of these for my purse, so just so that the screen is protected, because I don't love, okay, that's weird. I keep hitting the power button. I normally don't have that issue. It's a little concerning. So I kind of wanted one that has a little flap just for taking my Kindle places. Like, I was in a lift the other day and I just wished that I had a screen protector, because I just was like shoving it back in my purse really quickly. So there it is in this little cover case, and I'll link this below too. I actually do feel like that's a pretty good cover match, and this has a really nice soft feel to it. I don't love this black edge, but actually I think that's really cool. It's how you can see the green through it. If it's focusing on that, you can see the green of the Kindle through that. And the camera makes it look like it's a bit off, but in real life, it's a pretty darn good match. So I think I might save this. It's kind of magnetic and it like closes automatically. Like you can kind of feel it grabbing the cover, and then it automatically opens when you open the cover. Okay, so that's cute. You can bend it back. You can read it like that. So I think this will be a nice little travel case. I might put some stickers on it, decorate it a little bit. Okay, so there's that option. Let's pop it back out. And this case was like, this case was like $5 when I got it. So I'll link this below. There were so many other colors too. And the one that I currently have doesn't like hold the cover closed. It's a light blue one that I got in March when I unboxed the other basic, and it just doesn't hold it closed. So that one is a win, I think, for $5. And of course I had to get a clear case. But it's a little different because I don't know if you can see this, but it is sparkly. It's got like some rounded edges to really help out. So let's see if this fits in here. And I will definitely be putting some stickers and decorating this in an upcoming vlog. This video I'm sure is going to be way too long already, so we'll do that later. So make sure you're subscribed to see all of the Kindle videos and the reading vlogs. Okay, this is adorable. I love it. I love the sparkly green. I feel like the camera isn't doing it justice, but in real life, it's like super sparkly. The stickers are going to look so good. I've been doing some Pinterest browsing on Kindle decorations, and I just want this one to be actually cute and not have the stickers slide all around and everything. But this is very nice in the hand. I like that this has bumpers in case I drop it, and it is also a little bit raised, so I feel like if it fell on its face, then this would still protect it. This is a really well-fitting case. I actually feel like this one feels more secure than the other one that I had on the black basic that was just clear. That one kind of felt like it was just constantly kind of bending at the top and the bottom. So this one's really secure, snapped in nicely, feels nice in the hand, and I feel like I'll keep this one on most of the time, but then just stick it in here if I'm on the go. So that is my little Kindle Basic Matcha. And if you are thinking about getting one of these, please let me know in the comments. If you're thinking about getting a colorsoft or one of the new Paperwhites, please tell me in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed because in less than a week, my colorsoft is going to be here and I will unbox it and show you a comparison with all of the devices that I have so you can decide if maybe you like the colorsoft. We're going to compare it especially against the Kobo Libra color so we can see what that looks like. So if you have any questions about this Kindle Basic in Matcha, this one also comes in black, by the way. Like I showed you, I have the 2022 black one, and they really haven't changed much. I just wanted the green one. And I know that that's a first world situation, but I do have an e-reader / booktube channel, so what are you gonna do? So let me know what you're gonna get in the comments. Please let me know if you liked this video or if you have any questions. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to come back, and I will see you very, very soon to unbox my colorsoft. Thanks so much for watching, and see you later.